Molly Rowe, and today we honor John Paul Kromka. The 2022-23 Academic All-American of the Year for NCAA Division II men's basketball. As senior forward, John Paul owns an impressive 3.94 GPA in mechanical engineering from the University of Pittsburgh-Johnstown. His long list of accolades includes now being a 3-time CSC Academic All-American first-teamer. Let's turn it over to John Paul to tell us more about his career on and off the court.
The culmination of a whole bunch of hard work and kind of relentlessly doing it regardless of what the outcome was going to be. The end goal wasn't necessarily to get this award, but it's one of the byproducts of it. I'm not sure if it's a perfect balance. I'm not sure if anyone would say it's necessarily a perfect balance. It's kind of what works best for you. And it's honestly just taking advantage of the time that you have while you have it, because if you are sitting around waiting for practice and you waste, a couple minutes here and there, those minutes can really add up. So really just taking advantage of the time that you have. My love of basketball probably was planted by my family, I'd say. Growing up, I remember I'm the 6th of 8, so I'd always be going to brothers or sisters' games, and I remember being little and trying to tag along to their practices and try to play a couple grades up, even though probably wasn't really allowed to. Just trying to always be involved in it somehow, and always, at a young age, especially being coached by my dad, there was always just that love for it, and we always just grew up around it. It was always part of who we were. I was very close to my family growing up, and kind of wanted to stay close to home. I always knew that when I was in high school that I didn't really want to go too far, because I kind of had a feeling that, it might get a little bit homesick, and I would enjoy seeing my family. Just, you get that comfort from seeing them. And the fact that they're able to come to pretty much all the games too, that's always reassuring when you look up in the crowds. You can see them there, they're cheering for you. That always, it makes you feel good. And I know I wouldn't be able to get that if I went somewhere farther away. I think just the effort on both ends of the court, and rightfully so, people pay a lot of attention to offense because you have to score to be able to win a game. But to do it on both ends of the court, I think really makes a difference. And it's something that I've always kind of prided myself in, is being able to play at both ends, because, especially once you get to college, you realize that there's a lot of guys that can put the ball in the hoop. But you can really, earn your way onto the team by playing defense, and that's a good way to earn respect. I was not necessarily the biggest guy in the street going against my older brothers, and they were not afraid to let me know about it. So kind of growing up like that and realizing that you had to earn your way, and nothing's going to be given to you. So I really, I'm grateful for those games in the street where they're probably getting a little bit too heated and, maybe a little bit too physical for playing on some concrete, but it's all good now. Got a job with Westinghouse, a little bit north of Pittsburgh. I've had the opportunity to intern with them the past couple summers, so I think it's gonna be a great place to start my career and go from there. I just remember the relationships that I've made, especially with my teammates, my roommates. It's something that I'll never really forget. Being around these guys for 5 years, it's kind of like having the opportunity to have brothers out there that I've picked, and so much that we're gonna go our separate ways, and then that'll be that. But we'll always be connected through this same bond. We'll always know what it's like to go through practice together or ride back from the bus together. And it's just something that you can't quite describe, but if you've gone through it, you know what I'm talking about, where you're just very grateful for every single piece of it. Even the parts that seem bad, you're going to look back on it and just wish that you could go back to those days.